Oh my god, Stratos underscore LOL is streaming. Hello, Internet. We are back with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Utopia. Thank you, thank you, thank you for standing by. Oh my Jesus, we are so fucking back. I I have missed this campaign ever since we took that hiatus, but we are back and we are better than ever. I am so hyped for this. This is season 3 of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Utopia, which is a D&D campaign that I've been running since, oh my god, when did we start this? 2022? 23? Something like that. It's been a while, and there have been some ups and downs along the way, but these guys have stuck through me thick and thin, and I am eternally grateful that they have helped me build up this world that I've been dreaming of for years, and I can't wait to see how today's session turns out. But I will cover the details of that in the recap. Speaking of the players, oh wait, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Stratos underscore LOL, aka Oliver. I made the story. I put together all the maps from Roll20. I play all of our NPCs, and I am ecstatic to be back with this. I am really, really happy to be back with the homies. Let's do this. But speaking of my homies who make this campaign what it is, let's introduce them now. We'll be starting with Saf. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I'm Saph. SaphireTsuki. I play Aotsuki, who is a Gardevoir. And she's kind of on a kick about a certain video game she played where you solve a murder mystery by delving into the dreams of suspects and people related to the case. And the case that this one is specifically talking about is a little bit gross, but it includes losing your left eye and then being killed.
Fun, death, and mutilation. Okay.
And under 15 seconds.
Honestly, after she's probably thinking about doing that to a certain villain that we defeated last episode because of all the shit that he's put us through. But we will talk about that in the recap. Thank you, Saf. Next up is going to be Ventibird. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello everyone, my name is Ventibird. I'm sorry if I sound like shit right now because I am currently not at my laptop. I play Midoriya, a lovable Venusaur, and yeah, I'm feeling good in life right now.
Which I think that's the first time you have ever. I think that's the first time you have ever said that since session 1 of this. He is doing that. If that is the case, he is doing good. Thank you, Ventibird. Next up is going to be Haviko. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, everybody. I am Haviko3235, and I play our boisterous Rufflet, Zephyr. He is he's feeling good. They've beaten down Zoroark. Feeling a little insecure about a few things, but he's ready to keep things going.
Yes, and credit to Haviko for creating the villain that kickstarted that entire season. Without him, I think that season would have been a lot worse. Or without Zoroark as a villain, I should say. So thank you for that.
No problem.
Big shout
Happy
outs.
I could help.
Next, or last but not least, is Aaron. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, everybody. It's Aaron. Just it's the same as Vinci. I'm having issues with my PC updating Discord, so I am on my phone just as well. Apologies for the sound if it's bad, but I play the kind of unanimously voted leader of the group, Cobalt, who's somewhat coming to his own now as a leader. He's still got a bit of ways to go. Still got a few things to iron out in his ways of thinking. But yeah, there might be a lot more development on his side throughout this season. And Socks just jumped up on my chair. Hi, buddy.
Oh, my cat just left the room, so I guess I can close my door now. Okay. All right, thank you, Aaron. Thank
Mine
you.
just jumped up on the chair.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. I am eternally grateful to all of you for sticking around, not just for this, but for being a big part of my life. Let's get started with the recap. So, as some of our people have said, Team New Dawn has just defeated the main villain of Season 2, which was the Master of Illusions himself, Zoroark, who has been taken down from his throne of perceived godhood and proven wrong once and for all. I'm gonna go ahead and summarize some stuff that happened off screen for the players here. So obviously, after you guys took down the villain, he was arrested, brought to maximum security prison, which is now maximum security because there haven't been any reports of breakouts. So you can assume it's safe. You can assume it's pretty safe now. The threat has been neutralized by ways that you guys
well,
will...
we know how that goes in we know how that goes in anime. The strongest prisons usually end up having the worst breakouts.
The threat has been neutralized for by methods that you guys will find out later in the session. And
Okay.
it has been originally it was a month, but now I will say 2 weeks since the events have transpired. And again, this is where I kind of regret not doing this in RP. I apologize. But the legendaries have decided to give Team New Dawn a break for at least a little while, and it has been 2 weeks since the events have transpired. And those 2 weeks have been very peaceful. No news, no responsibilities, no missions required. You all have just been enjoying life in Utopia. And
yay!
Hey, title drop
every day.
And as the morning of why is the screen not changing? Oh, it's because I'm still DM. Sorry, give me 1 second. As morning comes of a brand new day, you guys awaken in your dorms, where I will allow you to do the usual, where we RP in the dorm.
Okay, bye, Fox.
All right.
And you guys don't have to be in the spots that I put you in. You can be anywhere.
Yeah, because Zephyr and Midoriya usually rest in the rightmost room.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Let me fix that. There we go.
I think we were doing something the last time.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, it's just consider it another day.
All right. Aotsuki is, let's say, cooking a rather large meal.
Right. Zephyr has been taking it easy, as has along with everybody else. Though he has been having times of going out and having little bouts of training. Gotta keep his strength up and whatnot. But he's been spending a lot of time just hanging out with everybody and mostly Midoriya, obviously for obvious reasons. But he's been, jolly cooperation and all that.
I was gonna say I'll let you guys RP. I'm gonna eat while you do that. Have fun.
All right.
Well, age-old DM tactic. All right, you gotta do your thing. I'm gonna eat. I guess Cobalt's just kind of the same way. Taking it easy. Ow.
All right.
Neck.
Yeah.
So y'all, wherever y'all are, you'll hear the sound of, cooking.
Spot. Man. It's been kind of nice to have a few weeks off.
It's weird having a couple days off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've kind of gotten used to fighting every day. Well, that's a good
He
thing.
moves over and opens the
That's a
door.
good thing.
It opens. Yeah, I'd say fighting for our life every day would not be a good thing. So these 2 weeks of rest, pretty good.
All right, back to sleep I go. Good.
Okay, there he goes. Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys have a Midoriya and Zephyr have a window in your room. It's a bright summer day. Midoriya's getting plenty of photosynthesis.
Oh, that's great. You love to see it.
how do I picture Victoria just sprawled out on the bed, just doing the SpongeBob thing? So,
As you can see, Midoriya's been enjoying himself.
that's good. Kind of need everybody getting in at that point.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Taka, Mac, how you two doing?
Hang on, sorry, you got me in the middle of chewing.
Oh,
Yeah, you're fine.
oh, there you
I
go.
had to get you at some
That's what
point.
they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're eating.
That's perfect because that's a perfect segue. I just thought of something. So Taka is like going to town on this meal that Aotsuki made, and he's like, "Oh my Arceus, this is the best food I've tasted in so long. I've been so used to having to eat grub on our missions."
Yeah. I think we should start bringing food with us when we go on missions.
And Mac says, I've been surviving on apples. It's pretty good, but I mean, if you want something that it gives a little bit more sustenance, then you should try what Aotsuki made. It's nice, and I have no idea what she made. I'm just saying that it's good. Out of game.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
I mean, we have all these.
Taka's
We
devouring
have
it.
these bags. Why are we not packing food? We have bags with apples and stuff that we eat on missions.
I think when
You know,
he
like
said, I think when he
I
said,
mean,
survivor seeds.
I think when he
Why
said,
do we not?
I think when he, I'm gonna out of game. Sorry. When Taka said grub, I'm just gonna refer to the fact that he's been living on apples and gummies, because you guys have been so busy.
I feel like we could use our bag space more effectively. If we packed food. Just start
I
packing
mean, we
lunches,
could.
guys. Like we couldn't we? I mean,
Aaron, are you
it
trying to
makes
say?
sense.
Technically,
Are
but
you trying to
sometimes when stuff
say?
is
I'm sorry, Aaron. Are you trying to say that I need to homebrew more creative food into the campaign?
Maybe, but like, I mean, if Aotsuki is such a great cook, we could.
All right, fine. I'll put sandwiches in the game. How about that?
Yes.
All right, there
Want a
you go.
meatball sub?
I don't know what the fuck the meat will be made out of, but sure. There are sandwiches in the game now.
All right.
Okay, continue. Continue,
Go
Hako.
forth.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Zephyr was just gonna say, I mean, yeah, we could probably pack more stuff effectively. Just hard to do when it's like right away kind of deal.
Yeah. Plus, it'd probably save Mac and Taka from having to sit there and eat gummies and apples and whatever they serve us.
Yeah, speaking of Taka, he's sprinting into the kitchen, about to ask for seconds.
There he goes. Okay. Evolved, but yet still acts like a kid. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that's how I pictured him, and he's gonna act like that for the rest of the campaign if you'll let me. So,
Go for it.
all right. I hope Aotsuki is actually in here. She said a few minutes ago that she was lagging. Oh, yep, there it is. Let me see.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's fine. We can wait for that to resolve. Might have to restart. Oh shit. Kind of want to wait for her to get back before we do the next thing.
Mm-hmm. What?
She seemed to have stopped streaming, so I'm assuming it's not like a headset thing. It might be an internet thing. But I'm not sure what's going on there.
Jesus.
And we hear Vinci through.
Yeah, through her muted
Typical
mic, it's
Mike.
on fucking Zephyr. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is she laughing at TikTok?
Yeah,
fucking-
she's laughing at TikTok.
She's fucking on TikTok while we're RPing. I love it.
Yeah, she's on TikTok while we're RPing.
I mean, it's fine. We'll do the next thing here in a bit anyway.
Love you too, darling.
Where the fuck did my phone go? Oh.
Hmm.
Then go.
I just love the fact that everyone's like, I don't even get the, I can't hear the whole thing she says, but I just hear her say something and then a giggle.
Yeah, true.
Never change, Vinci. Never
Never
change.
change. Never change. True.
What was that?
She was trying to tickle me, so I tickled her back and she ran away.
Oh, get owned, dude.
What was that noise though?
Pardon? Okay, go ahead. I think I'm good for now. Sure, go ahead. Okay.
Looks like Aotsuki reconnected to roll 20. I guess she's restarting her shit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess once she gets back, unless she wants to RP, we can go on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me now?
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello, Sap.
Hi, had to restart my computer. Task Manager wasn't even registering it.
Sick.
Mm.
Are you on your phone currently to tell us that, or are you on now? Oh. Aotsuki, do you live?
Thank you. Okay. All right.
Bro, everything was going so well before this.
I know.
What? Oh. I was like, what do I have a notification from?
I don't have to be on my phone.
Oh,
Give me
there.
a second.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
She's probably lagging. I guess Discord.
Everybody go to phone.
I guess Discord's fucking up for her.
All right, can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, so I don't know what happened, but I had my computer on for like a minute and then it shut off.
What? That's
Weird.
crazy. That sounds like what was happening to me before I replaced my stuff.
Like, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So I do need to get the reason why you're streaming is not the time to talk about this. Let's just say I'm getting my computer fixed for a reason.
Okay, okay. In that case, I can
Gotcha.
stream. I can stream for everyone. It's all good. Let's see. Here we are. I need to be on the player view so that there's no spoilers. Okay. Right. Let me know if you guys can see that. Otherwise, we will continue. Okay, Saf, are we good?
I'm not on my phone right now. I'm putting my computer away, but I can hear you. So
That's fine.
Let me do.
We're still doing the food RP. If you want, unless you just want to go to the next thing.
I can still do the food RP. I the only reason I didn't respond was because I couldn't hear y'all.
All right, so Taka Luxio, he ran into the kitchen and he's giving you puppy eyes because he wants seconds for whatever you made. I don't know what you made, but I'm having him and Max say that it's really good. So
Okay. Aw. Give me just a minute.
and he says, "Yay!"
She goes through what she's got and it's like this, no, not this one. How about she takes out I don't know what I made either because that was what I was asking everyone if they had any requests, and then
You know what?
that's when I lost voice.
I was gonna say when you lost voice, Aaron and I were talking about Aaron was low key roasting me for only having apples and gummies as food in the game. So I said, "Fuck it." There's sandwiches in the game now. The Scarlet and Violet sandwiches. There's sandwiches now.
Okay. So whatever it is I made, because I don't know what anyone requested.
We'll say it's a sandwich.
She makes another. All right. She makes breakfast sandwiches for everyone.
Oh hell yeah!
And then she hands it's Taka, right?
Yeah.
She hands Taka a heaping plate of another 6 breakfast sandwiches. It's a good thing I made extras.
And he says,
"Taka gonna get fat."
He says, "I assume these." He says, I assume these aren't all for me."
No, they're not. Just bring out another set for everyone.
All right. I had to make sure. And yeah, he's giving everyone a sandwich.
Thank you.
It was a good sandwich.
Oh yeah, Venti, I'm live on Discord now. You have to tune into my stream now, because Saf got her computer fucked up.
I didn't get my computer fucked up. They did it.
When I went then. She cut off too many limbs in her game.
I'm the only one in the session.
Hey, not true. I'm here. Storyteller's here too.
I'm not. Why is Taka with me? Get out of here.
Because he's giving you food. He's giving you food.
Oh, I spaced out the entire time.
Yeah, he's giving you food.
That is something Midoriya would do.
Thank you, Taka.
You're welcome.
She's like, I'm not the murderer in that game. I'm the detective trying to catch them.
Okay, fine. She witnessed too many limb disembowelments.
Also, it's on my Switch.
Murder.
So yeah, it's a good sandwich. Everyone eats a sandwich for those who are from the human world taste like a sandwich. Imagine like a Scarlet and Violet sandwich. For Cobalt, it's one of the best things you've ever eaten.
As always.
I need more. I'm a big boy.
More's on its way.
Hey.
I swear I'm the mom of the team.
I think that was established very early on.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think it's a good time to move
Zephyr
on.
is happy munching.
I think it's a good time to move on to the next thing, and I'm really excited for this part. Let me pull up my notes out so I don't mess this up. This was one of the only parts of this session that wasn't scripted.
And
Okay. So, you guys, as usual, when something important happens when I transition to the next part, when you guys are in your dorm, you guys hear a knock at your door, and an official envelope slides in, obviously from the IEG organization, and whoever notices it can pick it up and read it. Or I guess whoever wants to notice
vacation on.
Yeah, I always wondered who actually delivered those.
Out of game, it's Excelgor, because he can use the move Extreme Speed to get them to you guys faster.
Okay.
Us and every other team. Yeah. That makes sense.
I haven't used Excelgor much. I plan to use him more this season.
Yeah.
Cobalt was
I think
the one
we've
who
pretty much established that this is where our door is, right?
yeah, under where Cobalt is, and since he reacted, Cobalt, do you want to go ahead and read it?
Is anybody gonna? I can't open this. I forget.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have opposable thumbs.
You could just bite it
I
open.
am a canine.
You can just bite it open. You can just bite it open. These letters are made specifically so that anyone can open them and read them. They're very inclusive in IEG, as you can tell. All right. So once
Not
Cobalt,
everyone can be like a Gardevoir or a Machoke with opposable thumbs.
All right. So once Cobalt completely destroys the envelope and eats it, he he reads the letter, and it says the following message, which I will type out in chat for anyone who missed it. I'll type it in here in a second. It says, if you're receiving this letter, that means your team is invited to this year's Rescue Team Showdown. And out of game, the Rescue Team Showdown is the tournament you guys watched in Season 1 where Charizard defeated Arcanine in a 1-versus-1.
Oh, that thing.
Oh, so that means no. No.
Well, before you get scared, let me continue. And Rescue Team Showdown is RTS for short. The RTS is an annual event held in all of International Explorers Guild, pitting all rescue teams against one another to find out who truly rises above the rest. This year, however, the RTS will be conducted differently. As you may know, Utopia has to fight off various major world-ending threats recently. Therefore, in preparation for what's about to come in the future, this year's RTS will not include any teams that are Diamond or above. Any teams that are ranked Platinum or below, which out of game, you guys are Platinum currently, are welcome to join. If your team is interested in more details, please see your division's Guildmaster. Thank you for reading, and it's signed by Absol.
Yeah, thank gosh, we don't have to go up against like Salamence or.
I mean, it's pretty good against Salamence that one time, but we did have, help.
Yeah, we had Grovyle with us, and well, also she was mega, so it's not really the best comparison either, since we don't really. I don't know.
Salamence wasn't also in control in Mega, so it wasn't really at full power. Either way, I don't really want to face them.
Out of game guys.
Yeah.
She can
Or
mega
Ace.
she can mega evolve and in control now. Arguably, she's even scarier.
I know.
I will
Yeah.
be just
I'm
as
glad
scary
you
when
do
I
not have to
eventually
fight
get
her.
Mega Evolution, if I do.
I plan
Actually,
to
that's
introduce
another
it.
good point.
I
Yeah.
plan to introduce it somehow in this season. So
I was gonna say we
Oh my
have
god, I
these
just
Pokemon.
realized that all.
well, we have 2 mons that
We
can
have
mega
2 that
evolve, and I'm
mega
thinking
evolve.
about introducing either Gigamax or Terrestrialize to those who can't mega evolve.
Oh god,
So we'll see.
fucking Gigamax.
It will be a big
Cobalt.
power. It will be like a big increase in power. So I have to think about how I'll balance it. But yeah,
Right.
just some ideas. But yeah, the RTS is a thing.
All right, guys, we gotta have a meeting now. Come on, everybody in the room, front center, living room. Let's go. La-di-da-di, everybody.
Yeah,
That
everyone.
means you too, Midoriya.
I'm right
Get
here.
up.
Yeah, Cobalt's raising
up,
his voice.
Midoriya.
Cobalt's raising his voice so that everyone in the dorm can hear. And yes, this would wake up Midoriya.
Oh
And
my.
Aotsuki, I'm gonna move your token for you, okay?
Yeah. Aotsuki just kind of teleports next to him, like, hi.
Oh, next to him. There you go.
Hey. Oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for the food.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks. That was good.
I'm still cleaning it.
Is Midoriya alive?
Probably died from watching TikTok.
Probably died from watching. Yeah.
Venti.
There's no
By the
way
way,
she
can we
can't hear
Playing
you.
games, what you want?
We're holding an emergency meeting. Cobalt, press the button. So I'm moving your token.
Well, I can't fucking move.
I got you.
What do you want?
You can tell
Well,
Midoriya's in a good mood.
We've got the an invitation to the RTS. If
And,
you guys don't remember, we went and watched.
Yeah, out of game, you guys would know what it is. I just didn't have a name for it back then. This is the name for it.
Where we watched Charizard and Arcanine duke it out.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
When we
they're
first
inviting us.
started.
Yeah, I guess we're invited to participate this year or this month.
It is once a
I don't
year.
know.
Yes, you're right. It is once a year.
So
Wait, we've been here a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be
Oh
fair,
my
we've gone
goodness.
through several time skips, but yes, you guys have been here at least a year. I don't know the exact time, but yeah.
And yet still no way to see if you guys can get home.
I hope Professor Cookley isn't missing me.
Is time even
I
still
mean,
going
I'm
in
sure
your world? I don't know how that works.
Out of game, I don't
possibly. Who knows?
Out of game, I don't know either.
Did the world just freeze in time where you guys left, or is everybody freaking out that you're not there? I don't know.
No one would freak out that I'm not there.
If we
so
knew,
don't
I don't
worry.
think we'd be having this discussion.
No, that's true. Anyway, do you guys want to participate in the RTS this year?
I mean, getting to fight super strong competitors. You know my answer
Well-
already.
Well, to be fair, it's only platinum and below, so we won't be facing off like Charizard and Arcanine and Salamence and all of them.
Ah, man!
So out of game,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry to burst you over there.
Out of game, yes. This means the West Side Marines are also out of contention.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that also
So-
mean that I guess that would mean that like Steel Team 6 is out too. So damn it. Put that team together too. No. So by a show of hands, wings, vines, paws, who says we're in?
Taka and Mac instantly raise theirs.
Okay, let's do.
Zephyr also, even though he's a little disappointed he won't get to fight the super big strongs. But you know, he'll make do. He does
How
have
can
to
you
beat
be
the shit out of
upset?
Kai.
Oh yeah,
You went
true.
Of course.
face
I mean-
Rayquaza. Do you not remember? You got to have that.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah. But yeah, he instantly
at
raises
that
his
point,
wing as well.
who's left where you can defeat Rayquaza?
True.
What are you gonna do? Go after Arceus? Oh god,
Now
I
What
that
you
put
would
that
have
in his
had
head.
to.
Oh,
Don't give him ideas.
no,
Just
no.
lightly smacks him on the head. I've told you to be careful with those.
Anyway, that's 3. Aotsuki, Midoriya.
I don't mind doing it, but I'm just gonna stay neutral because I either way is fine with me.
Okay, so we got a 3 for a yes, a 1 for a maybe, and so wait on Midoriya.
Yep.
Uh,
Zephyr, nudge Midoriya in real life.
Okay. I don't care.
That's
All
two
right,
maybes.
so 3 yes, 3 yes, 2 maybes.
And what's your
And
stance?
you?
Honestly, I'm kind of the same. I don't really care. I wouldn't mind if we fought. Don't mind if we don't.
Then we're doing it.
Yeah, maybe is maybe is neutral, so we're counting this as majority. Yeah.
All right, so
By the way, just to make it clear, I, the player, am extremely excited for this.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, I the DM am completely 100% all in on this. This is gonna be fun.
Exactly.
Okay.
I,
Alright,
the
so I
player, am
will-
also excited to beat in Kai's face.
Don't worry.
The
I
Once you
guess
see
I will
rivalry
the
go
runs
and-
wild.
once you see the next thing, you will be extremely happy. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry,
I
Aaron.
guess
What
I
are
will
you?
go let Ansel know that we'll be accepting the invitation.
All right. And
So,
speaking of that, that is what you guys will be doing next after an unspecified amount of time.
I swear to God, if I turn around and Ansel's at our door,
No,
waiting on us.
You'll be the no. You'll be the ones. You'll be the ones to visit her. So I'm gonna say after an unspecified amount of time, Cobalt, you get the team together to. You get everyone on the team together to go to Absol's office and say that you accept the invitation, or at least to ask her for more details. And the door to the Guildmaster's office is open, and I'm gonna assume you guys head inside after knocking, obviously.
Knock, knock.
Hello?
Zoom. Hello.
Well, the reason I say that was because you guys knock but don't hear a response right away. So I'm gonna assume one of you just goes in because I really want you guys to see this next thing.
Yeah, no, Zephyr would
Zephyr.
knock, wait a moment, and then be like, why aren't they responding? Hello?
And they did not respond because they are currently in a meeting with Team Titanium and have neglected to close the door. So yeah. So when Zephyr flies in,
Seems we have been.
Alakazam says, "Oh, my apologies. It seems that I have forgotten to close the door. A foolish
We
error on
barged
my
in.
end."
Our bad. Our bad. My bad. I apologize. We kind of came in. We'll step back out.
And well,
This is
out of game, I do want you guys to stay for this part. It's gonna be it is very important. So Absol says, "Oh, not a problem at all. We were just finishing up our conversation." And
okay.
this is the part that I have not actually scripted. So give me a second. I'm trying to. Oh, I think I know. I think I know. And both of the guildmasters turn their attention back to Team Titanium, and Absol says, "As we were saying, you know this isn't necessary, Ryu. You know we would be happy to have you on board." And Ryu, he looks pretty serious. As you guys get a glimpse of him, his aura is no longer dark like it was before. His aura reminds you of his father. You can tell that he's
Oh.
changed. Whether in a good or bad way, we'll see momentarily. And he says, "I feel like I need to do this. I've been away for a long time, and I want to prove that I'm worthy." And as he says that, you guys all remember what he said in the first episode of season 2, where he said the words, "If I can't get rid of this darkness, then I don't deserve to be here," referring to Central. But yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Absol sighs, and she says, "You're just like your father, so stubborn." "Oh well, very well. Who would you like us to send?" And Ryu says, "Charizard. I want Guildmaster Charizard." And she says, "Very well. We will make arrangements for him to arrive as soon as possible." And Ryu bows, and he says, "Thank you," which is something Cobalt has never seen Ryu do before, ever. Which is show respect to another Pokemon.
Oh shit, this is
That's
serious.
new.
I didn't
Hmm.
know he knew how to do that.
Well, he has grown alongside us as well.
And the rest of his team follow his lead, which is something they would do anyway, but you know. And she says, "You are dismissed. We have other guests to attend to, as you can see. So we will let you know when Charizard is available." And he nods. And he turns to leave. And I think I planned for him to not say anything to you guys unless you guys want to talk to him. So if you guys don't talk to him, he's just gonna leave. Like he'll nod at you and leave.
Hmm. I think that'll be up to
Um,
Cobalt. He's the main one who is,
Hey,
Connected
man,
code.
how you doing?
He says,
Feeling okay?
I've been worse. I'm not gonna lie. These 2 weeks
I think
off
we've
have
all
been
been.
very, very nice. Very good for my health.
That is the same thing I have said. I am glad that I don't have to sit there and fight every day.
Yeah, you're telling
And
me.
tiring. Anyway, I'm glad to see that you're doing better. It's good to see you're finding your way in this world.
And he says, "We'll see what Charizard has to say about that."
All right, well, travel safe.
And he nods. And the rest of his team wave at you guys as they leave.
Yep. Hope everything goes well for him.
And don't worry, you guys will see him again very, very soon. Like as in right after this. So and then Absol says, or not Absol, sorry, Alakazam says, "Oh, Team New Dawn, we appreciate your patience. Please come in."
Sorry about barging in.
And Alakazam says, that is not your fault at all. It was my error for not having closed the door earlier. I was so engrossed in the conversation that it slipped my mind. Not usual for me."
Usual smusual. Things happen. Don't worry about it.
And Astal steps forward and she says, "I believe we owe you an explanation for what just happened. Uh, team Ryu's team wanted to expressed a desire to join the RTS, but Ryu had some reservations. Obviously, you could see that our attempts to convince him have failed because we were ready to welcome him back with open arms, but he didn't feel worthy."
Not surprising coming from somebody like him, honestly. That is.
I mean, I think he's plenty worthy. I mean, he went on a soul searching journey. He helped us bring down Big Z. I mean, come on. What's there to doubt anymore?
And she says that
We
will
may
be
think he's worthy.
she says that will be for him to explain.
He
Apparently
may
he
think.
Fair.
apparently he and Tapu Lele were working on some new kind of power while he was training with her, and I assume that's why he's going to show Charizard later. And we will explain that momentarily. But where are my manners? I assume you all are here to also sign up for the RTS. Is that correct?
Yes, we actually came. We voted, and then we agreed that we participate this year.
Then Alakazam steps forward.
It was 3 yes, it was 3 maybes. So we went with yes.
So Alakazam steps forward
Even
and
though
he says, and then I shall explain what the RTS entails. As you can see from your letter, this year's RTS will be conducted in a different manner than previous years. This is because
thank
of
RTS.
the threats that you all have faced over the last year. And we are attempting to recruit more powerful teams to join our ranks in this battle. The reason we're choosing Platinum and below is because that is the rank of Team New Dawn and Team Titanium. We are assessing the strength of the lower ranked teams to see which of them can join the higher ranked ones in the upcoming fight, which, as we all know, is inevitable at this point. So while we have this downtime, we're using it to our advantage.
Plus, we've also had 2 weeks off, so before we get back to fighting, having a little friendly competition might get us back into fighting shape.
Exactly.
Which would actually help us a lot.
Correct.
Though I can say, and I
Speak for
will say that
yourself. I've been training every now and then. I'm good.
yes, as the one who was upset because he doesn't get to face Charizard or Arcanine or Salamence.
I was looking forward to it. Can you blame me?
Or Rillaboom, or Garchomp, or Meloetta.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was very excited, and then I dropped the bombshell that it was Platinum or below only, and yeah, that he didn't like that.
And Absol says, yes, that is a drawback of our current methods. We got some pushback from some of the other guild members about that, but ultimately it was decided this would be the best way to go about things.
Plus, also this way, the bigger teams aren't stuck fighting in a competition when something happens, and they can act faster.
That is one of the that is one of the reasons we chose this method. Yes.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I just like testing myself against big, tough foes. That's it. But I
And
will get
He's
to
gonna be
face
like
Kai
this.
later, so all's good.
and Max says, don't forget about Team Titanium. If the thing with Charizard goes well, then they'll be in as well.
Can't wait. That'll be a hell of a rematch.
Yeah, throw it back to season 1.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, it's not
Alexander.
just us either.
Sorry, go ahead, Cobalt.
Cobalt was going to bring up the old teams too, but I don't remember their names.
Yeah, I feel you. I
Was
will
it like
say. I
Peak
will say.
Power, stuff like
Yes, yes.
that?
Yeah, that's who Zephyr's referring to. Is the fucking Typhlosion. There's also Team
Wasn't there
Gaia.
one more?
There's also Team Gaia, who I plan
Yeah.
to make a reappearance. The one with Vibravo
So
on it.
wasn't there 14? I was gonna say, wasn't there 4 teams in the first season we had to go face?
Yes, and I plan for all of them to come back.
I just don't remember. I just remember Pika Power and Ryu's team.
There was those two, and then there were some other teams that made cameo appearances. That again, I plan on having them come back. So yeah. So
I can't wait to see the other one, the other team.
So
See where they're at.
Alakazam steps up and he says, "If that is the case, I will submit Team New Dawn as our next participants in the tournament." So I just realized we've done all this talking, all this speaking, and I haven't actually explained how the RTS works. So allow me to do that now. The RTS consists of 2 parts, similar to how your very first exam went when you entered the guild. The first part consists of performing rescue missions and obtaining points. Instead of contributing to your team rank, these missions will contribute to your standings. By the end of the first round, whichever team has the most points by doing missions gets the higher. Sorry, out of game. Let me start over. The more points your team receives, the higher seed you will receive when the second part of the tournament comes in.
Okay.
Whichever teams have the most points with rescue missions will get the top seeds. Speaking of seeds, that's where the next part comes in, which is the battling portion, which is what I'm sure all of you are more familiar with from seeing last year's competition. I shouldn't have that seems self-explanatory.
Oh, that will be fun.
If all of that sounds satisfactory to you, then I will sign you all up.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All good here.
Bird with the word.
So Alexam nods, and he imagine there's like I know there's not anything over here, but imagine there's like a desk, and he's writing away on a slip of paper.
All right then.
And Absol says, as you complete missions, you will report to the mission room where your points will automatically be calculated. Obviously, the higher ranked missions you do, the more points you get. That part stays the same. So keep up your good rescue work. And other than that, Team New Dawn, you are all set.
Sweet.
And as if right on cue, a moment after she says those words, Absol gets a ping from her rescue badge. And it's similar to the pings you guys got when the urgent summons were happening. and she
There we
takes out
go.
her badge. And think of it like a phone. You can talk to people through it and send messages. And she takes out hers, and she has a message. So she says, "Forgive me. This is important." And you guys hear a voice coming from the other end. It's the voice of Guildmaster Charizard, and he says, "Absol, you got me on a good day. I'm on my way right now. I've also sent this message to Ryu, so he should know I'm coming. I'll be at the arena if you guys need me." And she says, that was very fast. I did not expect him to respond so quickly."
Well, like you said, must be a really good day for him. A good day indeed.
Wait, did he mention the arena? Wait, are we gonna see a fight?
I mean, if y'all want to go watch.
And she says, I don't see why Charizard wouldn't enjoy an audience. Ryu,
All right,
Ryu,
guess
didn't,
we're going.
Ryu didn't say anything about it being a private matter.
Say less. I'm gone. And Zephyr starts making his way towards the.
All right,
He's
this is what I've been excited for the last week. Let me take you guys to the arena now.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
let
gone.
Aotsuki grabs Zephyr in her telekinetic grip and drags him back over.
Hey,
I
what's the
can
big
teleport
idea?
you. I can teleport you faster than you can fly.
Oh yeah.
Everyone ready to go?
All right, let me take you guys there now.
Good to go.
All right, you guys have quite an audience here because not only is it Team Cats and Team Titanium here, but there's also Team Ace who are spectating.
Oh, hey, look, our good old buddy Salamence is here.
And she sees you materialize out of thin air. And she flies over here and she goes, "Oh, it's Team New Dawn! It's been forever! When did you guys get here?"
It has.
Salamence.
Just now.
Salamence. Yeah, I too often forget that Aotsuki can just teleport us wherever we want.
And she goes, "Oh, I thought somehow you guys flew here and I didn't notice. But most of you don't have wings. It's just you. And
I
she's
know,
To be
right?
fair, I have a cellar rock, so I could get here in a pretty quick way if I want to.
True.
and she says, "You're not as fast as me though. I'm the fastest there is."
I caught you for my trial. Remember that? I caught you.
And she says, "No, you didn't."
Oh,
She's pouting now.
then what was?
She says,
Then I
I let you
totally
win."
didn't snap the key from your neck.
She says, "I let you
Oh
win."
yeah, you let me win. Oh yeah, you let me win. Sure thing.
Remember, we ended up settling on her being like a kid who evolved too early.
Yeah.
I know. Zephyr's playful banter.
I was gonna say, do you
Right
think
now.
No.
Zephyr would go easy on? Do you think Zephyr would take it easy on someone just because they're a fucking kid? He would flex on people in Call
No.
of Duty. He would
No,
flex on all the
that's why
10-year-olds.
she's pouting.
I know. Don't worry.
All right, and then normally I have Arcanine walk over, but I'll have Greninja do it because we haven't seen much of Greninja. And Greninja says, "Team New Dawn, it's a pleasure to see you again. You must be here
Hello.
for Ryu. Absol must have given you the news."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That we
And
did.
I feel like I missed an opportunity. I missed an opportunity for Jenny to do it, but I'll do it now. Jenny notices you guys, and while the rest of the team obviously notice and wave at you, she's gonna run over here and say, Did you all come to support Ryu?"
I came to see a
He
fight,
also kind of.
but yeah, that too.
Of
And she
course, that
says,
too, Mr.
and
Fido.
she laughs and she says, "I wish, but if the fight you're looking for, you're probably gonna be disappointed. It's just Ryu wants to demonstrate what he's learned with Tapu Lele. That's about it. He's just showing us a new move that he has.
Okay. And that's still
I mean, a
valuable
new move is
information.
cool. Yeah, it is. I am fight starved.
There. We can go on a one-on-one when we get back to the dorm, or when this is over.
Speaking of this, I should get it started. Charizard, I'll move everyone so that they're on the way. Charizard steps up to the arena and he says, "Ryu, if you called me over all the way from north, must be for a good reason." And Ryu says, "Yes, Tapu Lele and I have trained extensively on a power that I think will be useful to all of you, but I have to prove my worth. Will you?" And Charizard, oh, sorry, let me go to my script before I fuck it up.
Get the script, people. Get the script.
And Charizard says, "All right, then, as per our agreement." Charizard's expression turns dark, serious. Something that you guys don't really know, something you guys haven't seen from the Guildmaster since you met him in Season 1. This serious look on his face. And he says, "Ryu, normally I don't ask this from any Pokemon, but I need you to relive what happened, channel all of that pent-up anger, and I want you to attack me as if I was the one responsible for killing your father. Show me all of your strength."
Oh, that's okay. Was not expecting that.
Dark.
And Ryu says, "You want a real attack? A real attack?" And Charizard says, "Yes, a real attack. If it's anything less than your full might, then you're out." And Ryu says,
Oh shit.
"Got it." And as he walks up, you guys will realize why he chose Charizard for this. As Charizard is wearing a necklace, a familiar one, with a stone right at the center of his chest.
Oh shit. No way. Please tell me. Please tell me we're about to see what we're about to see.
And he roars. He leans his head back and he roars in the sky as his entire body is surrounded by fire, blue fire. And a blinding light flashes as his flames become a giant pillar that reaches the sky itself. And he mega evolves from Charizard to Mega Charizard X.
Oh.
Specifically the one that gets a dragon type. Okay. If I
Fuck
remember
yeah.
correctly.
That is correct, yes. Mega Charizard X is the dragon version.
And as his pose comes back to neutral, he flexes his muscles, and the flames around him become even stronger as he uses the move Fire Spin to shield his body. And he looks at Ryu as if daring him to attack. And after a few seconds, I apologize, let me start over. And Ryu responds by closing his eyes, and his face scrunches inward, and he takes a deep breath as he enters his flow state. And after a few seconds, Ryu opens his eyes, and his pupils reveal that all of his emotions have been drained away except for one: anger. A feeling of anger unlike any other. A feeling of rage made stronger by intense pain and grief and heartbreak. And it's a feeling that can only be felt by someone who has lost a loved one. And although you all feel immense strength coming from the Guildmaster Charizard, he inhales sharply in surprise, as he himself has never seen someone like this before. Someone with such resolve and pain.
Whoa. This is intense.
With one hand, Ryu makes a fist. And you can see his aura surrounding his body. A mixture of purple, like his own aura, and blue, like his father's. I don't know what color to call that. I guess indigo? I'm not sure. But yeah.
Probably, yeah. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the aura which surrounds his body is now concentrated into the one fist that he has, signifying that his entire aura is being focused into his fist currently. If you guys have watched, this is I'll explain what this is inspired by later.
Oh,
But yeah.
cool.
Right?
And his aura takes the form of a draconic head that roars at Charizard. It matches which matches the Guildmaster's ferocity. And he brings it down to his side as if charging it up, kind of like a Kamehameha from Dragon Ball.
His fist can roar?
Apparently.
What, your wings can't do that?
And Midoriya, being a Pokemon trainer, recognizes this move as Dragon Pulse. But something's different about this attack. It is much, much stronger than a normal attack.
That's the move.
It's
Dragon
much stronger
Pulse.
than any kind of dragon move that Lucario should be able to use.
Hi, girl. Sorry.
He shouldn't be able to.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
The strength of the strength of this attack is so intense that the ground itself begins shaking, and everyone witnessing this can see it's going to be a massive attack.
Jeez.
This Dragon Pulse is so horrifying that it scares Midoriya nearly to death. This attack has so much fury that it overwhelms Aotsuki's empathic powers. All she can feel is his anger and rage that his father was taken away from him.
Well, he did ask for it, so.
And he prepares an attack with so much intense power that it stuns Zephyr in his tracks.
No way.
And he prepares an attack that is so strong, that is so powerful, that Cobalt realizes almost instantly what's going to happen if he doesn't do something now. And I like to think that Cobalt, in this situation, Cobalt would be the only one with enough clarity to see what's happening, because he has a bond with Ryu at this point.
This is not going to end well. Not at all. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump in front of this, aren't I?
Well, you can do what I'm thinking of, like what inspired this. Cobalt is the only one with the power to stop Ryu, and all you have to do is walk up to him.
I was gonna say,
instinctually, you know what to do. So
He's just
go ahead.
is like just without anything, Cobalt is already walking right in front of him. He is just gonna walk right in front of him, put himself right between him and Charizard.
Cobalt? What are you?
Do you say anything, or are you just
Aotsuki isn't gonna say anything, but he's gonna feel a wave of what the f are you doing?
Nagging it.
You trust him.
Doing?
Sure, she's not gonna stop him, but
That's what I'm trying to think of what he would say. Why are you up here, dog? Girlfriend. Thank you. Sorry, I got interrupted
you
by
can
a
you can
dog.
no you can I was gonna say you don't have to say anything. You can, or you can just say a few words. You can be cool. This is the anime moment, so
You know, he's gonna call it to Ryu. He's gonna be like, Ryu, you know this is too much.
and he makes eye contact with you. And you can see that he processed what you said. He's shaking with rage.
Just on the off chance it does not work, Cobalt is preparing Iron Defense. He will become a wall if need be.
And yeah, he sees
He probably even say that.
he sees what you're doing.
He even say that.
He sees what you're doing. He realizes what's going on. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. And slowly his aura fades away. Second by second, everyone can see it dissipate as he regains control of himself.
Whew. Oh man. I don't even think Iron Defense would actually stop that if I'm serious.
well,
Oh,
whatever
should I
he
say that? I wonder. I wonder if that would hit home for Ryu.
What do you mean? Sorry, out of game.
Because if this is all about his, like, Cobalt's was gonna say like how he looked up to Lucario as his own dad since he's been separated from his family so long that he kind of looked up to Lucario as a father figure until he found his family again. But even then, he still looked up to him.
And you know what? I'll use that. And Ryu says, he looks at you, Cobalt, and he says, "You get it, don't you? Losing him, you get it, right?"
Come on, man. You know how much I dreamt of being a rescue team. You know how much I looked up to your father. I was separated from my own family for so long. I didn't even know what they were, where they were. They were even alive at the moment. He was my father figure. I may not show it the way that it may not show through me, but I'm trying to be the better rescue leader to my team, like the way he was to us, you know?
And
I can't put words to it for some reason. It's just words don't express how much he meant to me. So I'm trying to show it by being the best rescue leader and rescue Pokemon I can be.
Ryu's pupils, Ryu closes his eyes and he takes a deep breath. then he walks past you, Cobalt, and he says, Charizard, sorry about that. He can't say anything else. And Charizard, he looks stunned for a little bit. He's still shell shocked. But he shrugs it off. He laughs. And he said, "That was one hell of an attack, kid. You've really become like your father. So I'd say you're in."
Oh, I hate my cough.
Zephyr is just staring in shock, complete awe at what just happened. Holy shit!
All right.
And Charizard
Cobalt
says,
does like a little, kind of like a little shake, just like. Okay, that's out of my system now.
Not Charizard. I'll have Tyranitar do this part. And he says, "I must have missed something because I don't think I've seen any non-dragon type Pokemon perform an attack that could be that powerful. So I think we deserve an explanation of what just happened." And Ryu says, "Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot to explain. Okay. Tapu Lele and I have been working on a new ability for me. Something that I can use against the one who defeated my father, the one who killed him. And we used this." And he pulls out a disc, a rectangular shaped disc. And Charizard looks at it and he says, "Oh." And he looks at it and he says, "I recognize that. That's one of the plates, isn't it?"
Wait, like as in the plates of Arceus?
Yep. Out of game, yes.
Arceus?
Yes. Out of game, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
I get that, but I mean, Aotsuki was saying that in game she
Yeah.
did play the games.
And Ryu says, "Yes, this is the Draco plate. We got it from Zoroark."
Wonder what other ones he had.
And speaking of other ones, he pulls out another one, and this one's black. And he says, we also got the Dread plate, which for out of game, it's the Dragon and Dark type plates.
Mm.
And he says, "We use these to create my ability."
I'm just gonna answer Cobalt's question real quick. There's one for every type.
Huh?
Those
I'm
are the
sorry,
plates
what?
of. Those are the plates of Arceus. Arceus has a plate of every type because Arceus can change to be any type they want.
Yeah, because he's Pokemon God. Okay, that's making more sense now. Okay, yeah, I get it. Thank you.
And
You're good.
and Tyranitar says, "That certainly is some power. What? Tell us about your ability then. What is it?" And Ryu says, "I've called it Demon Slayer. It gives, as you can see, it gives me a boost to Dragon moves, and we've also used it to power up my Dark type moves. But if I were to use it against a Pokemon who would not be weak against any of those types, they're instead not very effective. So that's why I needed Charizard. I needed someone with a Guildmaster strength who is also a Dragon type, or a dark,
Okay.
or a Ghost, or anything weak to Dark. But I wanted Charizard."
You realize the amount of power you were putting out probably could have hurt him pretty badly.
And he says, "Yeah, I need to work on my control, obviously." He doesn't sound happy about it.
mean, hey, you got something new.
And he turned his back. I'll rotate the token to signify this. Give me a second. He turns his back and he says, I swore to Tapulele that I wouldn't abuse this power. That's why he put that restriction on it. But obviously, I need to control myself a bit better. When I think about my dad, I still get these dark feelings.
That's to be. I'm pretty sure that's going to be probably how most of those thoughts will be for the rest of your life.
I have to learn to accept that he's gone, but I'm not going to stop until whatever did this to him is brought to justice. That's why I chose this ability.
Listen, Ryu. Nobody. It'll take a long time probably to accept what happened, and nobody. I guarantee you, nobody on your team and nobody on my team or anybody here will ever rush you to accept it. Just take it one step at a time. If you ever falter, I'll be right there. You know how we are. Rivals to the end.
And he looks at you and he says, you know, we never, speaking of rivalry, we never settled it. So I guess now that we're in, this is my chance. You better be ready.
Okay. Me and my team will definitely be ready for round 2 with you guys. Don't worry. I can't wait to see when you control that power of yours. Because maybe a little bit of Zephyr's rubbed off on me. I kind of want to go up against it, no matter how fearful I am of it, even though, but I do want to see it.
And he says, don't worry, that wouldn't do shit to you. You'd be safe.
I still feel like it hurt like none other. And now the cats are fighting. Yay!
Fun.
Zephyr would normally be making quips right now, but he just does not know what to say at this moment after all of that.
I was gonna say I'll break the ice. I'll explain where I got that inspiration from. So I've been really into this anime called Hunter x Hunter.
And
great anime, by the way.
That's
I am so upset that they never finished it.
I know. It's because
it's because the author, I think, died.
Yeah. No, he's not dead. He just has a lot of health issues that prevent him from writing manga. But yeah.
Because where'd they drop it off? Like the Chimera?
Yeah, it was after that. He's working on the next arc right now. It's just slow. But yeah. Back on topic though. This scene was taken directly from this one part where the main character gets super pissed because someone close to him died. So yeah.
I know the reason I could play it out just as well with him. We just, I guess we can tell we kind of planned this one between me and him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And so I had already known the scene already because it's one of my all-time favorite scenes from that anime because it's just like, oh.
And then,
except for what I said.
That was different, yeah.
As
and then the Demon Slayer ability is from another point in that anime where that's one of the other main characters. That's one of his abilities, basically. Except his ability just doesn't fucking work on anyone except the people he's hunting down. So.
Yep.
I might change it to be that way. I might change it, but yeah.
I actually do. I wouldn't mind if we incorporated stuff like that from shows that we like for certain abilities. That'd be nice.
I was gonna say that's why I allowed you guys to come up with custom abilities so I could do this for Rhea. I've been planning this for a while, so. But yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's one of the coolest things I've come up with for this campaign. Personally, I'm proud of it. But yeah, Taka and Mac are just
I think you've
back to
said
the.
that like 3 or 4 times.
I know. Back to the RP. Taka's just sitting there like, man, I thought I was strong.
Yeah, and hearing that, Zephyr just kind of looks down at his feet,
And
just
Max says,
going through his thoughts.
nah, it wasn't that good. We'll get there one day. Besides, like he said, it has a huge drawback. So I wouldn't be too worried about it if I were you. And Taka says, yeah, I guess you're right. Power comes at a price, I suppose. Or that kind of power comes at a price, I guess.
All right. Hey. Are we all
And
good here now? We all,
Reese says, yeah, I'm good now. And
well,
he goes
Charizard
to.
still over here, and
And Charizard says, oh, I'm fine. I wasn't worried at all. And Solomon says, no, you're lying. You were about to pee.
yeah. Thank you, Salamence. Thank you.
And she says, you're welcome.
you.
I can tell when other Pokemon get scared.
Oh,
Okay.
well, then you must know I was scared shitless at this point because that would have hurt if I got hit. Oh.
And Solomon goes, oh, did you just say a bad word? You owe Charizard money now. And he says, no, that's only for our team.
I think, to be fair, in regards to what just happened, I should get a pass. Because it was scary. Okay?
And Charizard says, I'd be willing to take some money. And Annihilate says, yeah. Annihilate says, yeah, you have to pay for counseling now.
What?
What? Would you not
Zep-
need counseling if you almost died?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I've got somebody like that already. She is on my team. She is like kind of like we talk telepathically like every day. What do you want me
Yes,
to do?
it's time for Aotsuki to monetize her services.
Fair, I
I
imagine
don't
half
even
of
do it.
her training is probably psychology. She's probably already the Pokemon equivalent of a trained psychologist by this point.
And yeah,
Where she
Ryu's
has like a sixth sense.
speaking of getting counseling, Ryu's with his team. They're all congratulating him and reassuring him because he's pretty broken up. But yeah.
At this point, Zephyr kind of snaps out of his thoughts as he looks around and looks at everyone. Yeah, that was certainly intense.
I was gonna say, if anyone wants to talk to Ryu, it'd be now because no one besides Cobalt has talked to him yet, so you can now if you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr kind of flies over and looks at him. You've gotten crazy strong over this past while. Good work.
And he looks at you and he says, I told you I'd be stronger when I came back. What? Did you think I'd be laying on my ass all day?
But no, of course not. Just wasn't expecting something that big, you know?
And he says,
I knew you were training, but like,
he says, well,
wow.
He says, well, you've already heard that I'm not very good at controlling it yet, so I've still got a ways to go. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. Master Tapulele helped me with it, and I'm really thankful for her.
You've had a hell of a teacher. You're gonna go far. I know it.
And
Aww.
he says, speaking of Tapu Lele, she was telling me that the next step on this saving the world thing is going to be these plates. It's apparently it's an arms race now to see who can gather these first. The more of these we have, the better. So you guys better watch out for that.
I'm sure we'll find one or two laying around some.
You've seen for yourself what God's power can do with training. Imagine if the bad guys had this.
That would yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Yes, they
Someone
have the
just got
power of God and anime on their side.
Well, it's more like
We need to get that too.
it's more like anime. It's more like anime antagonist invincible powers if they have this. So yeah. Imagine like Zoroark, but you guys are actually intimidated by this.
Yeah.
I mean, what you just said that Zora did have them, so it was like,
We already beat one.
And he says, yeah, that's our theory for how we got those powers. Is he was using these.
Wait, that would suggest he had the psychic plate.
Why is that?
Since what? Psychic or dark? He did have dark, but I would say psychic because he invaded my mind, and everyone's minds at one point.
no, unless, I mean, to be fair, he may have hidden some of them before being captured.
And yeah, and Ryu says yes, or Absol says their theory. Don't tell her I said this, but their theory is that they have is that the bad guys have more than one, at least one, or not more than one. I'm sorry, at least one of these that we don't know about. But we've secured these two at least, and it's gonna be up to at least some of us to find more. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got a mission that involved one of them.
I'd be surprised if you guys got a mission that got one of them as well.
He shrugs. We'll have to see.
That we will.
Between this and the RTS, we're gonna be pretty busy again. So don't get lazy,
This is
cause
probably gonna be.
go get lazy, cause I need you guys to be at full strength if I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, you do care.
And what? Us? As if. No way. You're not beating our asses.
Zephyr, do you want to schedule the first session with me? He's joking.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So out of game, yeah, that's the power level we're at now. If you guys want custom abilities like that, feel free. I'm totally okay with retconning because most of our stuff hasn't come up yet. So yeah.
Mm.
This was to both introduce the plates to the season and to inform you guys that you can come up with something like that if you want. I would not mind retconning anything.
Sweet.
So yeah. Like even though some of our stuff has come up, like Guts has come up, Solid Rock has come up, but I don't care. Or I guess whatever the Midoriya's Radiant ability is, that's come up, but I don't care. It's all good.
Mm. Let's just say we could trade one out.
Yeah, I would not mind at all. Because if Ryu can have a cool ability, you guys also deserve to have a cool ability. So it doesn't have to be like I was gonna say it doesn't have to be like Pokemon official canon or anything. It can be custom like mine was. So
Gotcha.
So unless you guys had more RP stuff you wanted to do, I didn't have any further plans for the session. So that was the big one. Pretty short for today if that's the case, but yeah, we are officially done unless you guys want to do anything else.
I
Pretty
don't
sure
know if I
Cobalt then
necessarily.
too. good old lecture.
Zephyr's got some deep pondering to do, and some personal demons to think on.
Yep.
I don't know if
Go ahead, Seth. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I don't know if I want to do it in session, but this does introduce an idea for something that I think would be really cool to do. Which we kind of did during the pre-finale of last season.
Which was
By which I mean, I think it'd be interesting to actually have little forays into not necessarily everyone, because I'm sure some of the players don't want to do that with their own minds, but like people's minds and sort of like helping them resolve things, shall we say?
yeah, I'm down for that. That's mostly what I want this season to be anyway. Ton of
Although
potential
I
for this season.
mean, yes, but I mean kind of literally, like using her psychic powers.
Oh, I see. Oh, like that would be cool. RP things. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously on a volunteer basis. I wouldn't force anyone's character to do that, but like could be fun.
All
I'll
right.
think on it.
If there's nothing else we want to do, I'm gonna raid out. And let me see if this guy I want to raid is still alive. Probably not. Yeah, he just got off. So let me see. See if there's someone else I can raid. If not, I'll just end. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anyone I particularly want to raid, so we'll just get off. Everybody, I appreciate you all coming along with me for the ride. Thank you for matching my intensity. That's probably one of the most intense things I've ever done on art as far as D&D has gone. Hope you enjoyed it.
Woo!
And
I
Thanks
did.
for having
We
us
did.
again.
And that's it for this week. We will see next week. It looks like we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, so look forward to that. Otherwise, Pokemon will come back.
Oh, you're foaming at the mouth, dude.
Yes, I am. Otherwise, Pokemon will be back soon. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Further